Good morning, guys, and welcome to another travel day. Today's going to be a little bit different for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're flying a new airline. We're flying Jin Air, which I believe is based out of Seoul, South Korea, but I could be wrong. Number two, we're flying to Seoul, South Korea. It's country number 36. I am very excited about this. I don't really know what to expect, but I hear incredible things about South Korea, so we're going to spend the next few weeks there checking out Seoul and checking out Busan, but in order to do that, we first have to arrive there. And in order to fly there, we have to get to the airport. So we are staying at the Narita Tobu Hotel, which is right outside of Narita Airport here in Japan. So we're gonna hop on the hotel bus and take you along with us as we travel to South Korea for the first time ever.
If this elevator looks familiar, it's because we were here earlier this year when we flew to Vietnam, so this is a little throwback. We love this hotel. If you're staying near the Narita Airport, this is a great hotel option.
Got a sneaky feeling that long line might be for us.
Oh, just kidding.
That works.
So we're doing a few things when we check in. I think we have to print out our tickets here. You can't print them online and you don't get like a mobile boarding pass. So we have to check in here, get our tickets, and we're also gonna check our bags. Feeling a little risk-chancy. I don't know.
Risk-chancy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Your luggage to Seoul region. This is the luggage collector.
Okay.
So our carry-on luggage regulation is like this.
Oh, okay.
Like this, okay?
Okay.
Only one piece is.
Okay, so we got good news and we got bad news. The good news is we didn't have to pay for our bags, which there for a second I thought we were gonna have to. But the bad news is we didn't get to select our seats. So we were put basically in the middle of the plane, so there's not gonna be any shots outside of the windows. In any case, we're gonna take you along with us to show you exactly what it's like to fly Jin Air, and especially if you're sitting in a middle seat, because that's where we are.
We're now about to go through security, and if I remember correctly, this is one of the most efficient securities that we've ever gone through. It's really good.
All right, time to go through security.
When Trey went through security, he had a lot of stuff in his hand, and I thought that the security guy took off his hat for him. It didn't happen, but they're very nice here and very accommodating. That was very efficient. We've been here for all of like maybe 30 minutes. Now we are going to walk through the mall, and we have lounge access again, so we're able to go to the ANA lounge here in Terminal 1.
Tragic.
Well, similarly to when we flew to Vietnam, this lounge is closed. We have access to a few in the area with priority pass, so we'll tell you what those are like.
Cross our fingers for this one.
I think it's open. So it's very quiet in here. I don't know how much talking we're gonna do. The food options are very limited. It almost feels like it's still during like COVID, where everything's prepackaged and you have like limited options. But overall, it's a fine lounge. They have beer, they have wine, they have water, they have food, so.
Wi-Fi.
And Wi-Fi.
Ready to rock? I know, this is so nice not having our bags. Are you feeling deja vu?
Oh, is this the same
This is the exact gate. Normally we try to make sure that we choose our seats so that we can get a window or an aisle, or a window and an aisle. I booked this flight through Kiwi.com, and when I was looking online through Google Flights, it was like $50 cheaper than booking it through actual Jin Air. And it came with a checked bag each, and it also came with a carry-on, which is what our backpacks are. So we found the cheaper fare. Unfortunately, we didn't get to choose our flights, and we're probably gonna pay the price for that now. We're 52E and 52D, I think. So we're in the back of the plane.
I know we haven't flown Southwest in a long time, but seeing like Zone D reminds me of getting like 52C or something like that is like your boarding position, just being like absolutely dead last.
Yeah,
on
our
the plane.
sequence numbers are really high on this plane. If you're looking for a way to make sure that you get to choose your seats, then Kiwi.com might not be the option for you.
Looks like we're starting to board now. There were people coming up and down the line checking your bags, so you're allowed one carry-on and then you get charged. And then you get charged for any bags that you, or in addition to that one bag. So it's good to know the rules, make sure you don't get charged, and shove your purse in your backpack. Also, it's not totally clear if we are supposed to be boarding right now since we're group D/dead last. And we're just kind of in line, and there's no signage anywhere, and like no announcements on like what group they're boarding, so I guess it's just best to hop in line. I kind of thought she was going to make us turn around.
I know, me too. All right, well, we definitely ain't in the first 40 rows, so.
Not. To the back.
To the back we go. Oh, let's go. 52. Not terrible. Not terrible at all.
This was an unexpected surprise. Or they were the only ones left on the plane, which is probably more likely.
Probably what it was. One thing to know is there is no IFE on any of the seats, at least in the regular economy. But yeah, it's still not bad. And it's only like a 2.5 hour flight, so it's not going to be too terrible. I've waited to the last minute, almost the last minute, to brush up on my Korean that I've never learned. In Korean, hello is 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요. And if you want to say thank you, 감사합니다. That's not too bad. 감사합니다. Seeing if anybody acknowledges my 감사합니다. By the end of this flight, I will be slightly more proficient in Korean than I will be when we take off.
Other things that we don't know before we get to Seoul. How much is one Seoul South Korean won? Oh gosh, okay. So roughly, yeah. So we're gonna be dealing with thousands. We're rich.
We're about to be thousandaires. Here we go. I don't have anything else to show you. I'm so sorry. We are now starting to descend. We've not really gotten a whole lot of content on this flight, so we've actually used some of the content that we got from when we took off from Narita earlier this year. So if those shots look like they might have been taken in the wintertime, or it looks like we got a window seat, we actually cheated. We've basically just been listening to podcasts.
There's no like free snacks or free drinks or
Yeah.
buy stuff on here, so keep that in mind too if you're on a longer flight.
Yeah, so ultimately Jin Air's not been bad at all. It was very, very comfortable for 2.5 hours, so we definitely recommend it. But now it's time to land and check out Seoul, because we've never been to South Korea until now. Also, we have a lot of turbulence right now, so I'll put this up.
Please be sure to take an automobile belongings. Thank you and goodbye.
Time to go through customs. All right, now it's time to find our bags and hope that they're here. I guess we'll find out in a moment.
It is! The one with the sticker.
One down, one to go. All right, time to hop on a train.
This is a really nice airport. So far, I'm very impressed. They have a bunch of food down here on this like first floor on our way to the bus. In order to get on the tram slash bus slash whatever we're gonna take, we have to get some cash out because we have no local currency and we have no idea if the bus is gonna take card.
I just withdrew 50,000 Korean won, South Korean won. Yeah, it's a safe amount. It'll get us home for sure, because the train to Hongdae University, which is where our Airbnb is located near, is only like a few bucks. The train from the airport to the center of Seoul, not very expensive at all.
It looks like you have to buy a ticket no matter what transportation you're getting on. You have to buy the ticket first, and all of them are in the same general area. The one that is not labeled is the all-stop train, which is the one we need, so we found it.
Have been issued. Isn't going to cash receipt. Thank you. Thank you.
So we got 2 tickets on these all-stop train that's going to take us to Hongik University. Now you can do that, or if you're going to Seoul Station, then they have an express train that runs straight there. This was 10,500 won for 2 people. And I think you actually get your deposit back. I think that extra 500 is like a deposit for the car too. We'll find out at the station, but I mean it's like $8 for 2 people to go all the way into Seoul from the airport. It's pretty hard to beat.
So we
Perfect.
gotta find the blue vending machines. Ah! Yay!
Nice.
How nice is that?
All right. I feel like now we finally arrived in Seoul. All right, guys. So we made it to our Airbnb finally. I say finally. It's not really been that crazy of a day. It's just been kind of long.
Time flies when you travel, but it also feels like it takes forever. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a whole lot of hurry up and wait.
Yeah. So don't hurry up, but do wait for our next video because we've got another video coming out. We're gonna dive a little bit more into Seoul. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time doing whatever it is we're doing.